Hello everybody, I'm here to do the soulmate reading. Some of you have already received the new moon energies. There are other parts of the country there are other parts of the world that have yet to get the new moon that's coming tonight. All right, so this is the new moon energies for soulmates, whether you're in new relationships or you are in existed relationships. And there's a lot of energies that were popping up. I was saying it from the beginning of the week that with post shadow Mercury retrograde going back to its planet on Wednesday, that it was going to hit that energy, things would start to reflect again. And also we are picking up energies from this new moon in Cancer, which new moon in Cancer energy is very emotional. So it's either heightened emotions or it's energies that are really emotionally charged. So some of you may be picking up some pain in your heart, hence the behind the scenes energy. Or some of you could be going through disagreements or some shadow healing, but there is positive reinforcement, but the outcome is the reversed high priestess. So there's a lot of tension going on with thoughts and emotions, and this is going to be a very general reading, okay? Because some of you are in new relationships, others of you are in existed relationships. Some of you may be having a headache just for today's energy, or some of you have been going through a lot of mixed emotions and mixed feelings, which is hence the reversed high priestess, which is all about confusion and not getting the answers you want or overthinking. But the opposition and the foundation looks ultimately refreshing, and there's a lot of positive changes coming in. All right, so take strictly what resonates. If it doesn't resonate for you, it's all good, because this is general for all relationships, okay? New or existed. I do, however, offer private readings which would resonate for your energy with your private soulmate relationship, okay? Because when I do your own private client reading, then you actually will get energies that are based on you and your partner alone, okay? Not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? This is very general, so just strictly take what resonates for you, all right? So the relationship energies for today, after this new moon or for this new moon, is a 3 of Swords, which is bringing in a lot of tension. There's some of you who may be on the verge of like emotional pain. I'm picking up maybe some of you taking a break, especially if you're in a new relationship and you need to confront what is going on with your energies. For those of you who are separated from your partner, there might be some kind of feeling where things just are not feeling good today. There could be some fighting going on. There could be some issues that are still not ready to be revealed yet. This 3 of Hearts, this 3 of Swords, I'm looking at the heart. This 3 of Swords also has a tendency to have confrontation with hidden aspects of what you're feeling or what's going on behind the scenes with what is going on. Yes, there could be heartbreak, which a lot of readers look at this, but this also, because it's a mental thing with the swords, this could be hidden truths, or someone is not being honest, or someone is not ready to confront the truth, which is why there's a lot of pain going on here. For those of you who are in existed relationships, this 3 of Swords feels like there's something that you both are still working out. And there's this week I was showing you that there was, with Mercury going back to its home, and with this new moon energy, I was even bringing this up, that there are some of you that might be needing to back off and let the truth come to light, because that's exactly what this Three of Swords has a tendency to do. Has a tendency to really hurt your heart, because there are things that are still triggered. There are still things that still need to be brought to light. So there's some hidden aspects to what's going on with feelings, emotions. And this Cancer is an emotional sign. It's a water sign. So there's a lot of feelings that are still being, I'm hearing the word dominated. So there are some of you who are dominating your feelings, and you're wanting to say it, but your heart is telling you to say something or to show something or to feel something, and you're just not with it. So you need time to really step back and let things fall into play. I am feeling that with this new moon, it's triggered something. It's triggering something for those of you who are getting the new moon tonight. Pay attention to your emotions, even after the new moon. Pay attention to your emotions, because they're heightened today. And the union energy being the Eight of Wands, there's a lot of communication here. So you may be going through heartbreak, or you may have things that are trying to come through, but don't force it. With this Eight of Wands, this is a fast communication. There's messages coming to light. Remember I said this Three of Swords has a tendency to have hidden truths that will come to light. This communication may be painful for some of you. I'm feeling for those of you who need to really talk about your feelings. Between the Three of Swords and the Eight of Wands, that communication is coming through. So there are things that are coming to light. It may not feel positive, but I am feeling that because this Eight of Wands is a positive card, and it's a conversation starter. Some things will come to light, and things will start to feel more positive. For those of you in new relationships or are in separation, even though there's heaviness in your heart, things that need to be repaired, this Eight of Wands will help you to break through those patterns. I'm feeling some of you are dealing with emotional figures that are tight, and I mean really tight, and you don't know how to express them. But with this Eight of Wands card, this is a very positive, very fast energy. So there's going to be some things that will start to come together. For those of you in existed relationships or new relationships, I'm hearing a heart-to-heart conversation will help to bring things into a more positive connection. I'm hearing not to worry about the situation, because it will resolve itself, okay? As you open up and express your feelings, there's going to be some more emotional hurdles that you're going to start to break through. As long, I'm going to say this, as long as you don't force, or you don't make your partner, or you don't make yourself say something that is not readily available. Because this Eight of Wands has a tendency to really say things, but this Three of Swords also has a tendency to hold on too tightly, because there's not enough readiness that is acclimated. So you need to really just kind of step back just a little. Yes, there are things that are going to come to light. Yes, there's words that are going to be saying or said. I'm feeling that the shared conversation will help to repair any pain in the heart. So there's going to be conflicts that will be revealed, and will start to put into place a new pattern, of a new way of thinking, a new way to connect. So you just have to let things fall into place. Don't force your partner or yourself to say things that are not readily available. Because if you do say it before you're ready to say it, or they say things before they're ready to say things, it's not completely ready. So some of you may be dealing with a partner that has a mask on their face because they really want to talk about something, but they don't want to talk about it. So there's something that's not being covered up completely. It could be, for some of you, that you have a partner, or you have something that you don't want to say and you're wearing a mask to cover up your feelings or your emotions. But with this Eight of Wands, there is that feeling of finally being able to say things, but you have to be ready to say it, or they have to be ready to say it. I'm hearing that there's a prepared situation that's going to happen. When it happens, it'll be something that will be fixable, something that will be resolved. But I'm hearing that some of you may not be ready for it. Whether you are the one that is going to be hearing the situation, their feelings, or you are the one that's going to be sharing it. But it is going to need time to really open up that part of what needs to be shared. Some of you will take it well. The others of you will need time to really let things resolve. I'm not able to actually look into the whole entire situation and tell you what to expect, but some of you may need time to work with your partner, or your partner will need time to work with you. But things are going to resolve themselves because this Eight of Wands is a very positive shift, okay? You just need patience. You just need time. And what's going on behind the scenes is a heart to heart. So this is a heart chakra matter. So you may be feeling a lot of pain in your heart right now. I'm also feeling that because there's all different dimensions, it's mostly in the center of your heart, but there's also these other two. It could be on the left side or the right side. I'm also seeing that somebody, because this is a heart chakra card behind the scenes, somebody is not over someone. Or if it's a new relationship, there's something that's not fully healed. Whether it's an ex-partner that either your partner, new partner, is not over yet, or it's triggered emotions from this Cancer moon that has opened up that pain again. It does not necessarily mean that they want to go back to them. It just means that there's something that is still needing time to resolve themselves. And that could be what's going on with this Eight of Wands conversation that you may not want to hear, or something. But I can't tell you the full conversation. But I am hearing that it has to do with heart matters. There's contemplation. There's reflection that will resolve the situation. But it has to do with emotions from your heart. And that is what is going to happen. You're going to need time to really let things be revealed. If it's something that you have to tell your partner, make sure that you say it with an open heart, because I feel some of you are covering your heart and you're closing it because you don't want them to know something. But it will resolve itself. It just needs time to resolve itself. The opposition, the opposing factor of what's going on here is the Chariot. The slowness that's coming from this heart. The Chariot is actually going with the Eight of Wands, with the heart and the Chariot. There is some emotional communication coming through, and it is going to be moving. Now, for some of you that I was talking about before, not readiness, this shows the opposition, the opposing factor of what's going on is the slow to slow movement. The Chariot is bringing you information. It is moving forward. It is starting to move. There is a little bit of slowness because there still has to be something that is resolved yet within yourself or your partner. But this Chariot is a positive shift in direction, hence the Eight of Wands being next to the Three of Swords, the Eight of Wands being with the heart. The communication is going to be moving. how fast or when it will happen. The chariot sometimes can be a little bit on the slow side, but it is in a swift direction. So this could be a few days or it could be a few weeks before you start to really open up and express yourself. But you need to let things fall into place. And as this chariot always does, it moves. And it brings in that reflection. As you can tell, this horse has a reflective thought on his forehead. And it is a new moon. So that's bringing in manifestations. It's bringing in new beginnings. And he's got a pentacle around him. So there is a little bit of grounded energy. So bear with your partner or bear with yourself. But there is swift movement coming in. And the foundation is the Queen of Pentacles. So it, again, there is thought-provoking. And also the Queen of Pentacles has a tendency to go within and nurture herself. This also has to do with, hence the fawn, the baby deer with the mother. There's some strength coming in here with this baby and the mother just hugging and really connecting closely. So some of you in existed relationships, you will find more with this new moon, whether you already had it or you're receiving the new moon tonight. There is a stronger pattern of really deeply connecting. So some of you will be snuggling and holding on to each other. Some others of you this could have something to do with the way you communicate your feelings. But this card also represents going within and dealing with your emotions and allowing your feelings to come to light. This is a very reflective, grounded energy. So you need to really focus on working with your feelings. And if you're not, this goes again with those of you who either are not ready to hear it, or your partner is not ready to say it, or you're not ready to say it. This Queen of Pentacles being the foundation, there is going to be some need to go within and really listen to your heart. Really listen to and feel how you feel. Because the emotions are going to be, okay, just that. Needing to really work with your emotions and your feelings within you. Because the outcome of this reading is the High Priestess reversed. So this has to do with confusion. I feel some of you are dealing with a partner that doesn't know how to say something, or they don't know what to feel. When the High Priestess is reversed, that's a feeling of being confused or not letting the truth come out. There's still also some triggers that are in thought mind. I'm feeling like you or your partner are not well. I'm not talking about health situations here. I'm talking about emotionally and feelings. Your mental state right now is at a stagnant level. Although this Eight of Wands with the Three of Swords, again, this has to do with communication, and it's going to be pretty strong, powerful, fast action. But that also depends on the outcome of this energy is the High Priestess reversed. And like I said, this could have something to do with communication not being ready to be said, or they don't know how to explain themselves. I also feel like headaches. Not headaches like I have a headache, but like headaches as coming from mental connections, heart connections, not knowing how to feel. And this new moon in Cancer, again, is a very emotional energy. There's a lot of emotions that are coming from Cancer energies. So it tends to be nurturing, and it tends to be enlightened. because Cancers are very wise. They're very they're empathetic, they're empaths, they're also very wise, very psychically, or at most, highly intuitive. But when a Cancer is in a negative energy, they tend to go within and not be ready to say something. I'm not saying that you're dealing with a Cancerian. I'm just saying what Cancer moons are like, what the Cancer energies are like. So they tend to go within and withdraw. So that's another thing that I'm getting with this High Priestess being reversed. Things are just not resolved yet, but they are going to be. And when your partner or you actually do reveal the truth, things are going to feel a little bit painful for some of you. Others of you are going to feel like a weight is lifted off of your shoulder because you will be able to resolve the situation. Others of you need time to let things fall into place, whether you're in a new relationship, whether you're in an existed relationship, or whether you're in separation. Maybe those of you in separations are ready to come together and you find out that your partner that you're separated from is not ready to get there yet. But there is some kind of confrontation that will be revealed from this new moon or with this new moon. So you just have to let things slowly fall into place, because this High Priestess being reversed is definitely not ready to take action. It's definitely not ready to say, okay, I'm here and I'm going to tell you how I feel. This is a very heightened negative feeling. Others of you may be dealing with a partner that doesn't trust their intuition, that doesn't trust what they need to say. There's no way of trusting themselves, or you may not trust yourself with what you need to say, which also is linked with this Three of Swords and this heart chakra being the background behind the scenes. So there's a lot of feelings, but I'm really feeling a lot of confrontation with this new moon might cause headaches. Not headache, but like not knowing what to say, not knowing what to feel, not knowing how to prepare or communicate with your partner. So these are the energies from this new moon, or for this new moon, for soulmates in new relationships, existed relationships. Some of you may be in separation. So take strictly what resonates. If you do need more guidance on your own union relationship, and you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, hit me up, DM me. I'll look into what's going on with your relationship energies, with what needs to be the foundation, the focus to move forward with your relationship, okay? For those of you who are only following me on YouTube, you want to hit me up for a private reading, you can reach me strictly at angelswhisper1122@gmail.com, okay? If you follow me on YouTube already, thank you very much. For those of you who are new to my YouTube channel, go ahead and press subscribe and make sure to hit that bell that's right on the side of it, the side of subscribe, so that way you can get instant access to when I upload my videos, okay? And make sure to like my videos too, because it shows that you respect my energy that I share with you freely. And it also shows that you support what I do, okay? And make sure to share this with others that may not know about the energies, what's going on with the energies. I'll be glad to share this. I would appreciate anybody who shares my videos with those who need guidance. So have a wonderful energy, relax. Don't let things become a struggle when they don't need to be. Let it flow. Namaste.